All right, welcome back to my desperate attempt to remember where we left off playing Legend of Zelda 2, Link's Adventuring? No, that's not right.
Link's Revengeance.
I'm getting it confused with Link's Awakening. That's what it is.
No. Link's Subsistence, if I remember correctly.
Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link.
A Hideo Kojima experience.
Oh, Lord.
Wait,
no, there's not enough talking for that.
Is this maze a giant swastika?
That's an interesting question.
We're gonna have to zoom the fuck out.
Okay, I'm sorry, I had to do that. So, okay, seriously, where did we leave off last time?
Nick, I gotta be honest, we're about 2 hours longer into this game than I've ever played it before, so you're asking the wrong guy.
Okay, well, we'll find out real quick here.
This is also my second...
Okay, good, I've got the
Jesus.
magic boots, which mean we're good, so I can
I just thought
water.
Link was the Messiah. That's awesome. I mean,
okay,
he
yeah,
is
because the
in
last
Hyrule,
boss
but...
we fought was the Grand Wizard.
I was gonna say, I'm also into my second Moscow Mule right now, so none of this is gonna make a whole lot of sense to me.
Well, I'm glad I'm not just wasting my time. Hey, what are the controls? I forget. Okay, that worked.
Oh, man.
So, how's it feel to be the only Twitch channel not playing Resident Evil 8 right now?
Well, we're saving that for Spoopy October, aren't we?
One of us will buy it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, God, these
Though
things
at this
again.
point, it's kind of become a tradition. Like, we can't really do October without playing a Resident Evil, and truth be told,
Yeah,
we're
that's
running
kinda
out of
true.
Resident Evils. Or at least good ones.
I've heard mixed things of... What?
Oh, no, you first.
Do I have a what? Are we on our last life? Yeah,
No.
so we might as well just die.
Oh, I keep forgetting the 6 by your sword is not a counter of lives.
Nope, that is just my attack power, all of which goes up to 8.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, I want to go ahead and just throw this life away anyways, but there's one thing I want to do first.
Oh god, I can't even drown myself anymore.
Basically, I think we just go straight into Palace number 5 of 6.
Nice.
But...
So what I was going to say is, so far, from what I've heard, I've been going very far out of my way to not see any of Resident Evil 8, because when I do pick it up, I want to go in fresh. But the consensus on the internet seems to be, you know, all the jokes about the big lady aside, it's a good game. So I'm happy to hear that.
I've heard that is basically exactly what you think it is. Less scary Resident Evil 7.
Which, I'm a little bummed about the less scary thing, but on the other hand, if it's still a fun game to play... Like, Resident Evil 3 is less scary than Resident Evil 2, and they're both fun games, so...
You're a video games guy, aren't you?
You're a video game boy. What's your question?
You know Resident Evil better than me. Are, like, supernatural animals a part of Resident Evil? Because I realized my experience with Resident Evil is watching you play it and then only ever playing 7.
Yeah, so 7 actually deviated from the norm because at the beginning of 7...
Well, now I can't even kill myself correctly.
At the beginning of 7... you're led to believe that something paranormal is happening with Ethan's wife, right? And then it quickly becomes apparent that it's part of a bio experiment gone horribly wrong, and that Evelyn is responsible for all of the paranoid delusions that Ethan's having about his wife. So Resident Evil 8, I can only assume, does the exact same thing, only with werewolves and vampires. Like, you're led to believe that all of these Bram Stoker-esque Wallachian tales are actually true, when it's realistically just going to be Umbrella pulling some shit again.
Huh. Don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see.
I mean, Resident Evil is nothing if not consistent. The plot is not going to blow your mind, but you're going to get some fun gameplay set pieces, some clever puzzles, and some beautiful, architecture along the way. So I'm happy with that.
Well, so long as I get to wander around in a house again.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I was just really in love with that whole the hills have eyes aesthetic of 7. But
yeah.
All right.
Well, and this very much trades. So the nice thing about Resident Evil right now, something that I really appreciate about them is they seem to be doing this thing where they've gone from, like, how many different ways can we reassemble the zombie apocalypse with an underground lab to how many, like, classic horror franchise themes can we
rip off simultaneously?
Yeah, exactly. But not in a bad way. You're right. It is a rip off. Like, they went from doing, Texas Chainsaw Massacre / The Hills Have Eyes. Now they're doing, like, the classic 1920s, schlock horror, which I'm fine with. I really
More
like
of just giving us Resident Evil 4 Part 2.
No, see, Resident Evil 4 sucked, and I know that's a very unpopular opinion, but this game does not appear to suck.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it its fair shtick. I think I'm gonna wait until it's like, I don't know, a while down the road so I can see what kind of extras it comes out with, like with Resident Evil 7, how it had all that really good post-launch extra content.
I was gonna say, you know that it's just gonna be more Chris Redfield DLC, so what are you waiting for?
Well, they had one Chris Redfield, but I mean, you don't
want that
Resident
key?
Evil 7 had like a tower defense game. It had like some extra story stuff. It had blackjack. It had like really weird stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm into this. This game shouldn't be a tower defense, but it's working.
Yeah, and that's entirely possible. The great thing about Capcom lately is they've rediscovered the formula for success, and they've done that by having fun with some of their tried and true franchises. That
reminds me.
And that's what I'm seeing with Resident Evil 8, so I'm pretty excited.
I heard that Konami is thinking about getting off its duff and doing something with its I think I can just walk through this part, but now I'm too scared. Anyways, I think Konami is going to go return to the Castlevania franchise soon.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I remember hearing. Yeah.
In the same vein as Lord of Shadows, or are they trying to return to its roots?
Valid question. I feel like Lord of Shadows would probably be cheaper and easier for them to do, so probably that.
Okay. I mean, I'm one of the rare breed who liked the first Lords of Shadows. So
right.
So I would be.
You're not going to find a lot of people who are a fan of Part 2.
Yeah, well, Part 2 is just a sloppy.
I don't even think the people that made Part 2 liked Part 2.
Yeah, well, right. It was just a sloppy game from. And granted, I shouldn't say this, but I haven't played it. I've seen enough of it played to know that it's not my bag.
Oh,
so,
I've played it. You're not missing anything whatsoever.
Yeah, and you've told me that. I've heard there's like rat stealth mazes, and that was enough for me to say, all right, I'm good.
I think we made plenty of jokes about the fact that there is nothing that the Lord of Darkness should be stealthing around at this point in his career.
I mean, in the first act, you literally see him become a dragon, and now,
That is because that was all part of the tech demo from, like, E3 at one point.
Oh, that didn't end up actually happening?
Oh, God, no. That was just one big cutscene. That's all that was a big anime cutscene.
That's hilarious. Oh, my God. Well, now I'm really glad I didn't play it, because even the one thing that I thought looked kind of cool didn't make it to the final cut.
Yeah, not even remotely.
I've given up all hope of this ever actually happening, but part of me still secretly pines for the Julius Belmont prequel to the Aria of Sorrow.
Yeah, the battle between the Belmonts and Dracula, that was so incredible we couldn't show it.
Yeah, it's like this, Lord of the Rings-esque, apocalyptic fight for the soul of humanity, but it was so grand in scale that they couldn't show it in a DS game,
and
or
Julius
a PS4 game, or a PS5 game. Come on, guys.
Well, who knows where Nintendo is with licensing for the Castlevania series at this point.
Right, exactly. Like, apparently the only one who knew how that story arc was supposed to play out was Koji Igarashi, and he's off doing his own thing now, so...
Yeah, he's already off making better games than Castlevania.
So realistically, we are not going to see that, but if all that really ends up meaning at the end of the day is that we got 2 excellent handheld games, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
And we can just, leave it up to our imagination. Julius apparently did something really badass once, and now he's, an extra in the Bob Dylan Experience.
Hey, I got him.
Nice.
Just a little bonus.
The traveling Wilburys. God, Chris, come on.
The what?
I called it the Bob Dylan experience. It was the traveling Wilburys. Sorry, never mind.
Both of those references, unfortunately, are lost on me. But they do sound like something I should know.
I was trying to think of the band that was formed around Bob Dylan and his friends. And I, for some reason, panicked and called it the Bob Dylan experience, which is fucking stupid because he would never do that. It was called the Traveling Wilburys.
I was going to make a joke about the only band that I knew, but you know what? Let's save this real quick, just in case.
Nick, everyone knows about your love for Rammstein.
I was gonna say I was gonna make a joke about the Rockafire Explosion Club, but yeah, I guess not.
Speaking of fire,
they're just staying. Oh, this is pushing the processor to its limits.
It is, yeah. Like I can't tell if they're supposed to be blinking off the screen or if that's just how they attack.
Are they supposed to be fighting me in complete symmetry?
Or is it a little bit of both? Get him!
Oh, come on.
Go on, get him!
There's literally too many sprites now.
Oh boy. Link don't give a shit. Oh, there's 3 of them.
Okay, alright.
Or did they glitch a 3rd one into existence? Link's just done. I mean, they're not hurting you that bad, fortunately.
No, but it's going to be death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah, right.
And they're worth decent XP, so let's just take them out.
You know, interestingly enough, I was... Speaking of rock and roll, or something semblancing it...
Rockafire Explosion, it was Chuck E. Cheese before it was Chuck E. Cheese.
I've had Boy George's Karma Chameleon stuck in my head for the better part of the day. And wouldn't you know it, this dungeon appears to be all red, gold, and green.
Did you know in the Japanese version, all the dungeons were just gray?
Oh, really?
Yeah, just gray rock.
That's boring as shit. Though I think it would have been an improvement for that ice blue one that gave me such a headache in the first episode.
Yeah, that wasn't just you. Don't feel too bad.
Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Anyway.
Okay. I gotta kill them before they kill me. This is getting ridiculous.
You know, Nick, Lovin would be easy if your colors were like my dreams.
I know nothing about songs. I know like hot cross buns.
Was that a Simpsons bit at some point? Hot cross buns. I don't remember the context.
I think it's a bit for anyone who's ever been in a band class. Because that's the first thing you learned in instrumental music.
Yeah, I remember in the 4th grade when they gave every kid in class a recorder. That was not good.
Yep, that as well.
Sarah asked, you didn't sing it to Michael, did you? If so, he will sing nothing else tomorrow. No, I did not sing Boy George to our son. Of course, Boy George is actually a great artist. It's just he was controversial in the 80s for cross-dressing before, cross-dressing was in vogue.
That was David Bowie, but David Bowie was also a Nazi, so...
You know, David Bowie, for as beautiful of a man as he was, I think Boy George did it first. I could be wrong on... Oh.
Well.
I'm a karma chameleon. There we go.
That went well.
Oh, hey, this bridge isn't collapsing.
Until it didn't.
Until it does. Oh, God. Oh, so Nick, speaking of the games that we're playing, I found something.
Okay, I invoke my right to a do-over.
Do it. Oh God. Oh God. Nice, nicely done. Yeah, you spent a good 5 minutes trying to kill these damn wizards.
I only got one, so
one more than I would have got. So I found a game recently that you might be really interested in, or you've already heard of it and have given it a hard pass. I don't think there's going to be any in between here. Have you heard of Fantasian?
I've heard of it. It's, what is it? That's some Final Fantasy maker. That's his new series, right?
Well, I don't think it's his new series. Okay, so it's Hironobu Sakaguchi, who did all of the good Final Fantasies, 1 through 6, and then they brought him back for 9. And Nobuo Uematsu, who composed all of the iconic music from classic Final Fantasy that we know and love. They've basically teamed... think of it as The Irishman.
So someone from Final Fantasy is making another series.
Yeah,
yeah.
So think of it as The Irishman, but for JRPGs. It's the old hat's last hurrah. And
we've seen this before, like within Last Resonance and Bravely Default, and
yeah, but those are tributes. This is the original team making a new game.
No. Bravely Default is made by one of the original Final Fantasy directors. I just can't remember which.
It sure isn't Hironobu Sakaguchi. But anyways, all that is to say, I completely didn't know this game existed. I bought a new computer for work, of all things, and decided to do an Apple MacBook Pro since, I'm already balls deep in the Apple architecture. Nice. Already in the Apple architecture anyways. I come to find out that when you buy an Apple device, you get 3 months of Apple Arcade for free. And so I figured, what the hell, if I ever have a slow day at the office, might help kill some time. So I install it, and right there on the home page is Fantasian, which on the cover looks like kind of a generic, forgettable JRPG. But I figured, hey, a RPG for free on my new computer, I might as well read up on it. And again, came to find out that it's Sakaguchi and Uematsu's, last dance together. And so already I was intrigued. And I booted it up, and it is a splendid throwback to the PS1 era of Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you could. It's one of those things where you could slap Final Fantasy 9.5 on it, and I wouldn't bat an eye. It is in that vein.
I find it really hard to believe that that's out already, because I thought I had just read about it and was like, hey, here's some screenshots from this new project that they're working on, and I guess it's out?
I don't think it released to a lot of fanfare, because it's basically, again, these former AAA studio guys now doing kind of the equivalent to an indie game. But clearly, it's kind of halfway between an indie game and a AAA. It's got some money behind it, but it's also got, the kind of heart and soul of those 16/32-bit era games that we enjoyed. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. And again, playing it for free, which isn't a bad deal. The one and only problem is that it's exclusive to Apple. So that's the reason it has the money behind it that it does, is that Apple paid for Sakaguchi's name to be attached to an exclusive project for them.
Yeah, that's kind of lame.
It is, but if you have an iPod Touch lying around, I would recommend checking it out.
No, unfortunately not. I have a $60 phone, so...
I thought you did have an iPod.
Oh, an iPod or an iPhone?
Anything that can run Apple Arcade, you can get it.
That's all Greek to me, my friends.
Okay, so if you have an iPod Touch... as in it looks like an iPhone, but it's not a phone, then you should be able to take Apple up on their 1 free month of Apple Arcade and at least give it a shot.
Huh.
Which I highly recommend doing.
I have an iPod, but it's so old, I wonder if it would even work.
It's worth checking out. Who knows? Maybe you get a free game that... you really enjoy for a change.
Or I could just work at work like God intended.
No. That's not what God intended. Right, believe me, I'm a priest.
God lie.
This room's getting a little toasty. I'm going to turn my fan on real quick. Oh! Swing and a miss.
Okay, I got 2 more. I'm fine. So long as I don't lose all my lives here. Or at least before I level up, I mean. Right. Well, okay, he's up there. I'll stay down here.
Those red knights are fucking barbarians.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, well,
There's a blue
kitty
knight.
cats compared to these guys.
That's even worse. It's like the game heard me. Are you kidding? Nice. Never mind. Wow, you just molested that dude.
Having that level 6 sword helps quite a bit.
Yeah, I will say. You just, like, 2-shot KO'd that boy. And left the blue knight to go his... Oh, no! Oh, yeah.
I'd love the points, but I'm going to hold off. I think I can get my level up without having to put myself through that.
There you go. So, yeah, that's been my week. An obscene amount of work, but the silver lining, it's kind of like discovering a lost PS1 Final Fantasy. So, that's kind of cool.
Okay. I've just been trying to get the house ready for the party on Saturday. I'm having an open house to celebrate all the painting being done.
Nice. Wouldn't it be well, not great, but ironic? It turns out that you didn't read the label and you found like the only manufacturer left in America of lead paint. And all of your guests show up.
Oh, I checked because like on day 1, Rex started licking it, so...
Man, this bargain paint is delicious, Nick.
Turns out dogs are surprisingly resilient against latex paint.
Oh, okay. Latex, there we go.
You don't want to give it to them, but, you know.
Did you know that there is such a thing as a latex allergy?
Oh, yeah. Apparently it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a rare thing, but...
How would you like to be the dude that found that out by trying out some contraception and having a really bad night?
Yeah, that sounds thoroughly unpleasant.
I'm sorry, but that was the first thing that popped into my head when I heard latex allergy. You know, someone had to find out they had a latex allergy the hard way. Pun
Weird.
intended.
I just thought of a latex glove from work.
Yep, that he wrapped on his... Hey, wait, we've been censored. Oh, now we're back. Cool.
No, we've just been demonetized.
Oh, man.
But that was mostly because I was getting a plug from a book publisher to, give a shout out to their new book, Mein Kampf, the 80th year edition.
A Hideo Kojima experience.
Hideo Kojima wishes he could write Mein Kampf.
Oh my god, are you kidding me right now? We are going to get demonetized. Oh, for God's sake. They really, really, really want you to fight at least one of these damn blue knights.
Just moving so fast.
Hey, Nick, this is your boy Knuckles. I was looking up a strategy for how to beat these guys, and apparently the first thing that you search for on Google when you type in blue Knuckles, some really disturbing fan art that I did not know existed. So
you had that just waiting, didn't you?
No, I'm sorry, you're on your own for this fight, buddy. Yeah, you seem to have it under control. I'll be right back. I'm going down this rabbit hole for all it's worth.
Things I am not gonna go. Ooh!
5 minutes later, you hear a single gunshot.
What the fuck?
Knuckles? Knuckles?
Okay, but this is the boss, so I don't know what the hell just happened.
Well, I think we were due for a quick dungeon here.
Alright, which one is this? I think this one's easy. Oh, yeah,
Whoa,
this one's easy.
What is this guy? I don't feel like he actually means you any harm. I think he's down here, like, against his will.
He help? My help?
This man is clearly suffering from some sort of gigantism, right? I mean...
Gigantism. This is the first time I've heard that in a while.
But look at him. I mean, look at his brow. Look at his chin. His hunched over shoulders. This... I don't think you should be hurting this guy, Nick.
He feels like he's wants to give me a quest, right? To help cure his gigantism. Hey, if your mace could render properly, so I could see where it is, that'd be great.
Please, good sir. I am in so much pain.
A special kind of pathetic.
Stop breaking into me home, sir. Please. I'll let you have whatever you want.
Trying to figure out if he's easier than Bojack, the first boss.
Bojack.
Yeah,
I assume the spiky helm means you can't pogo off him.
Yeah.
That's the gimmick. Otherwise, he would be too easy.
Oh, nice. This worked out perfectly.
All right. All right, all right, all right.
Okay, now we're not done. There's a treasure in the dungeon I need to get yet, so...
Like they do.
But I will take the free level up, though, happily.
Sweet. Dig that EXP. Wow, that
All
did
right,
work
well.
out really well. Nice.
One,
So you've
two.
got max life.
There's one more heart piece to find, but aside
Oh.
from that, yeah. Oh gosh, I feel like I could be talking about something more substantive, but I was so on edge with that boss.
More,
and in the
more
time we've been
substantive
doing
than
this,
Mein Kampf? Come on, Nick. Get out of here.
Yeah, I guess I'm not topping that, am I? Hey, speaking of Mein Kampf,
Oh,
have
God.
you read anything interesting lately?
Right now I'm reading Pet Cemetery.
Oh,
Stephen
okay,
King.
that's a Stephen King novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is that? Because generally Stephen King's books are pretty decent. They don't
Yeah.
feel very same. What am I doing?
I
I'm not
really
gonna
like
level
Stephen
up.
King as an author. But I feel kind of weird saying I like this book because it is relentlessly bleak. It is definitely one of his darker novels. But overall, it's a really intriguing plot.
Mhm.
Like, I think I avoided it because of the name. It's like, I don't want to hear a song about a zombie kitten or a book about a zombie kitten. I would love to hear a song about a zombie kitten. I don't want to read a book about a zombie kitten. That doesn't seem scary to me. That's not at all what the damn book is.
Yeah, it's mostly about a father's loss of a child, right?
Oh yeah, good guy. And which is again why I hesitate to say I'm enjoying the book like I'm enjoying
It's
a
a
frontal
well-written
lobotomy.
book.
You know, it's
Yeah.
it makes for an interesting conversation. But holy crap, what a day!
So I have been reading a very interesting German book lately, and
Oh, dear
it is
God.
called
Nick's really doing
Uncertain Uncertain Ally.
Oh, okay.
What did you think it was?
Well, I don't know. You're only
Ally,
dropping hints the whole
um,
episode.
It's a novel about China's war during World War II.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it turns out we really didn't save China at all. Turns out we just kind of dashed in after 8 years of civil war.
That's kind of what
Or
America does with its foreign relations.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting. I mean, if
We show up at the 11th hour and declare ourselves the hero.
well, it was interesting because you had like the nationalist in China struggling for control. At the same time, Mao Zedong was trying to take power. And then you also had a third faction that decided to collaborate with the Japanese during World War II.
Huh.
And then there were the Japanese. And yeah, it was just, it makes, I will say this, I'm very disappointed. I've only ever read about the European theater of World War II because this was really fascinating.
Oh, cool.
Especially how Russia or the USSR was trying to stoke everybody's nerves at the time because they wanted Japan in China to hold down Japan so that they didn't actually invade Russia because they were already busy with Europe. And
Okay.
yeah, just really, really interesting stuff.
That sounds interesting. I might have to check that out. Speaking of interesting things, not a book, but I just finished watching on Netflix Age of the Samurai. Which
What's that about?
It's about the feudal era of Japan, and specifically around Nobunaga's dynasty.
That's a good time because a little bit later on in their history, they pretty much just became monsters.
Well, you see a little bit of Nobunaga, and you'll know where they got it.
He was known as like not the founder of Japan, but he was a major historical figure.
He unified Japan.
Okay,
Which is
gotcha.
why he's such a controversial figure in their history to this day. Because on the one hand, he fucking united Japan. On the other hand, he made fathers slit their children's throats in front of him. So, you know, apples and oranges. But
Apples and oranges, yes.
I don't know what I was trying to say there, but you got my point.
He was a monster,
Yeah.
even by Japanese standards.
What is it with you and the casual racism night?
Hey, that. Oh,
I mean-
I'm the monster, and you're talking about.
I mean,
Infanticide,
this
okay.
guy was an asshole even for an Irishman, you know?
What do you got against the Irish?
This guy smelled funny even for an Italian, eh?
Oh, speaking of which, last weekend was Mother's Day, and I had the excuse to watch Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That
Once
is your
again.
tradition, isn't it?
I never get tired of that. Never get tired of it.
Man,
We're
that is...
probably gonna end up watching my cousin Vinny next year, though.
Ah, my cousin Vinny. That's-
One too many years of that.
Do you know the law school story behind my cousin Vinny?
I know that there is something to do with law school,
So,
but I don't know
leg-
the legal argument.
The legalese in that movie
Yeah,
is
we're
so...
jumping through a wall.
Nice. The legalese in that movie is so accurate in the scene with Marissa Tomei that it is actually used in law school to help.
What is the argument that
students.
he's making in that scene? Because people say that, but I can't quite peg it to the actual scene.
It's been at least 15 years since I've seen My Cousin Vinny, so I couldn't tell you. But,
Okay.
But I do know that one random piece of trivia about it. Apparently, that is a fact that many law school students see that scene played to them to help make a point. Which is just interesting enough for me to want to watch it again. So let me know
It's a
how
good
it goes.
movie. It's Joe Pesci, not quite in his element, but not doing bad either.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you put any of the Goodfellas or Godfathers cast in a comedy. It's like you can't help but wonder if they knew it was supposed to be a comedy.
Okay, I got the key, so it means the item must be below me. Also, what is the item? Oh, it's the magic flute. Okay.
Magic flute.
It's what we need to kill the sea demon so we can continue.
That sounds perfectly reasonable given the context of this game.
They needed a thing to advance the plot. So, I hear, as long as we're talking about Legend of Zelda,
Oh, casual
Nintendo's
racism.
going to release another one of their shitty anniversary editions of a popular first-party franchise.
Oh, really? What are they doing?
Instead of a poorly emulated re-release of Mario 64, we're going to be getting, I think, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time.
Oh, like a double pack?
Yeah.
See, I could give two shits about that. I want the
Please don't let there be a iron knuckle in this room. Okay, all right, never mind.
I want the
Might be able
Wii
to-
U versions of Chris, come on.
can do this.
Wind Waker and to a lesser extent Twilight Princess on the Switch.
Wind
'cause
Waker already got an HD re-release.
It did, but I would like it on the Switch just so that I could have it as a portable title.
Oh yeah, you want Nintendo to put some effort into its ports? Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
And actually play it again. 'Cause-
All right, he's just gonna have to move because I'm not stopping.
you know, Nick, I don't think this is going to do anything. Well done.
Got it,
It doesn't
you
give a shit.
jackass!
On the one hand, I'm being anally impaled by a flying knife. On the other hand, hey, look at this flute.
All right, let's see if I can. Nope, probably not.
See if you can actually fight him the way God intended.
I would love to see them do a re-release of Ocarina of Time Master Quest, but again, I ain't getting excited.
I was really and truly surprised that they included that with the 3DS port. Because not because,
Really? This is news to me.
Oh yeah. So not only did they completely redo the graphic engine for that port, and it looked great. But if you when you beat the first game, you unlock the Master Quest.
Oh, neat. Except for the fact you've got to play it on a
Portable,
you know.
but yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
I'm all about the portables though. So what was really neat about this too is they actually took it one step further, and instead of just the Master Quest, they tried to disorient you a little bit by doing a mirror inverse of the entire world.
Oh god, that sounds lazy.
It is, but it also
that's
works.
That is like a 2 minutes. That's like a 2 minute like hexadecimal value reversal.
Oh yes, I agree totally, but in practice, it is different enough that all of the things that you remember about the game, you do have to think twice about. Particularly the dungeon maps. The water temple, for instance, was confusing as all shit in that version.
You should check out the mod for Super Metroid called Super Metroid 90 Degrees.
Is that the one where Samus is naked?
So anyways, what it is it's a okay, now we're gonna go to Dinosaur Colony here.
What? Hold on a second.
We're now going to Dino Town.
What is happening? Why is
dinosaurs are throwing chicken nuggets at us, and yeah, it's a
there he is! Get the fuck out of our house! What are you doing there? Rabble, rabble, rabble!
It's pretty much exactly what I picture that sounding like.
I like how Link doesn't actually enter the town. He's just like, fuck it, I'm moving past this place. He doesn't like prove himself to them and make himself an ally. No, he just runs by and hopes he doesn't get hit.
Just trying to go about my day.
Oh god. Hey Nick, today in history, the Lewis and Clark expedition departed.
Really?
Yeah. That's what my Alexa says.
They departed this Earth, or they departed their starting point and hadn't achieved anything of value yet?
It does not say.
Ah, okay.
I'm just reading you the headline. Oh god.
Okay, well, I am blanking hard on what to do now.
Well, we've still got about 15 minutes of this episode, so.
Yeah, no, not a problem. Like, now we can just do other things.
That works.
Okay, I think there's a destroyed village to the south. I'll try going there first.
So Link is clearly the hero of whatever, right? He's on a quest to save the world.
Whatever. Fairyland or
right.
wherever we are.
He's not the hero of time because this game doesn't have anything to do with time travel. But what about the
that reminds me. Go ahead, you first.
Well, yeah, my question was going to be, what about the civilians of Hyrule who just have to, like, walk this road for trade? What do they do about the flying fish skulls?
Well, I guess that's kind of worked in because the only town that this connects to is completely destroyed.
Oh, okay. At least
so I guess in universe.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who thought of that.
You know what the most awkward town sequence was in a Zelda game? It has to be Twilight Princess, where like Ganon takes over Hyrule Castle, and
everyone's still living there.
Yeah, everyone's just like fine. Like no one is fazed by this whatsoever.
It's just like an Emperor's New Clothes sort of situation where they're just
like no
open.
one seems. Yeah, no one seems concerned. No one is like, oh no, the thing.
They're just hoping it blows over and resolves itself, but in the meantime, they're trying to keep things as normal as they can.
Yeah. Okay,
I
yeah,
never
this
thought
one's
of
a
that,
freebie.
but you're absolutely right. It's not like Ocarina of Time where everyone's dead, or, Twilight, or, no, sorry, Breath of the Wild, where, like, the whole area around Hyrule Castle is just desolate and no one lives there anymore. No, they're just trying to wait it out. They're still opening shops and having parties in the town square. There's mini games going on.
With I don't know. Maybe this whole Ganon thing will work out.
Yeah, man. It's kind of like Hyrule's like Donald Trump phase, where it's like let's just give him a chance and see if he actually
how crazy things get.
Yeah. How bad could it get? Oh god. That's fucking hilarious. I have not thought of that.
I remembered playing that game and like you had the resistance and I'm like, what are we resisting? What's going on? No, you are like the only 4 people in this entire town who seem upset by the Ganon administration.
Right, like the rest of Hyrule is just thinking, well, the economy's great right now.
Well, he kept the trains running on time. I mean, he was the king of evil, but
Sure, he's got a really horrific broadsword strapped to his back, but at the same time, I mean, the Marauders aren't invading, so... The border is secure. This is not me in any way, shape, or form apologizing for Trump, by the way. This is a purely hypothetical Ganon situation. Oh, shit. That's really...
Okay.
See, this is where, like, we really need to make friends with someone who can do Flash animation and has a bunch of spare time.
You know, one of these days, Chris, I will have spare time, but until then...
But will you learn Flash animation?
That has been my goal for the last 2 years.
Oh, really?
But
Because I was going to say, if there was one thing that would actually get Play the Hits some views, it would probably be if we had an ounce of creativity between the two of us, but...
creative, I just spend all my time painting the house and doing dishes. I'd
If
love
we
to
had
read
an
the
ounce
count
of
on
creativity between the two of us?
Oh no, Ganon came back. Okay, so he's not going to give me the final spell until I get the 7th spell, which is fine. I know how to take care of this.
Fine, I'll come back with the 7th spell. Fine.
And then I'll be sure to save after I hit the raft this time, just to, save some time. I had heard a rumor about this game a while ago, and I haven't been able to verify it, and I don't know if I believe it, but I've heard that this game is a reskin of a different game.
You sure you're not
Much
thinking of
like-
Mario 2?
No, I know what I'm talking about, and that was the example I was going to
Don't
give. It was how
patronize me,
Mario
Chris.
2 was Doki Doki Panic. No, because that is the most logical thing to assume, because that's what I thought too. But yeah, so I can't remember where I heard this, and I can't verify it.
Is it like an unreleased game that evolved into Zelda 2?
I think they needed to crank out a Zelda 2 really quickly, and they resprited this.
Okay, that would make sense.
That's the version that I've heard, but I don't know if I believe it or not. I know Shigeru Miyamoto never particularly liked this game, so, again, take it with a grain of salt.
The nice thing... I don't get me wrong, I love Shigeru Miyamoto. He's the fucking Wizard of Oz of video games.
Yeah, but he's a perfectionist.
He is, and at the same time, like, I love how, 30 years after something has been called a failure, it's only then that he comes out and says that he never liked it.
Much like Michael Bay trying to say that his movies were ironically bad.
Yeah, right.
Or The Room was meant to be a dark comedy.
I mean, just admit that you had a flop occasionally. That's fine. We all go through that. Like, no, I never meant for this to be part of the Zelda canon. But you did.
I felt this game was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. It was just fine. Like, I know what word I used.
I love lots of games that are fine and not great.
Army of Two. Solid, okay game.
Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Best God of War clone there ever was, in my opinion.
Well, next to Lords of Shadow, the first one.
Okay, the next person that calls Lords of Shadow a God of War clone, I'm gonna... Well, fine, it's a God of War
It
clone.
could not be any
Shut
more
up, everybody but me. Alright, well, in any case, Star Wars The Force Unleashed had a surprising amount
that was a good
going for
game.
it. Yeah.
You even got to fight Palpatine. That was interesting.
Well,
And then we found out it was canon instead of like a fanfic, and it was like, oh, this is weird.
Right, because canonically then, Palpatine just got his ass kicked by some random kid, but then just like cheap-shotted him to death at the last minute. Like the whole
that
Empire...
was so friggin' lame.
The whole Empire literally would have come toppling down if Palpatine didn't just pull some magic lightning out of his ass at the last second.
Don't patronize me, game. Oh, good, another one of these. You know what? I know how to deal with your kind.
What I love about The Force Unleashed is that it really did do some fun things with some new technology at the time, like the physics engine that you could grab and pull enemies with the Force and chuck them in any
Sure.
that was really cool. But at the same time, like from a story perspective, like if we're to believe this is like Star Wars canon, then who the fuck needs the Skywalkers anymore if like you've just got regular Jedis running around that can do this kind of shit?
That was kind of the point of episode 9, wasn't it? Like, who needs the Skywalkers anyway?
Yeah, that's true. But then it went and made the whole crux of the story that, oh, she's a Skywalker now, even if she's not a real Skywalker. So as long as you call yourself a Skywalker, that's
No
what's
one's
important.
really ever gone, Chris.
Anywho, yeah. So yeah. Going back to your point though, there's a lot of like middle of the road games that are like just fun to play, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I feel like at a certain point in every franchise, like, if you're not cranking out, like, millions and millions of copies sold and, like, blowing your entire annual budget on this one project, then it's not worth making. Just make, you know, a fun, like, short adventure, and that's okay.
One doesn't pay the shareholders, Chris.
No, it doesn't, but at the same time, like, why is it just the indie developers that get to have all the fun anymore?
Because they don't have shareholders to report to. I'm not being facetious.
No, you're 100%. You're 100% right. But, like, you know, they've gotten so far into, like, making games these tremendous, like, gigantic cinematic experiences that, like, let me harp on the games or art drum here. Like, the joy of, like, actually playing a game is like lost on these people.
Games are not art. Games are, for the most part, just another piece of consumerism.
Absolutely, but that's
how
art,
it's
dude.
always
What the fuck is art if not consumerism? What, like, Da Vinci, Raphael, the great Renaissance masters, they were painting their shit for the church to make bank.
This is true. Why can I not use my axe?
Why does Link have an axe?
Hammer. Or how do I cut down forest?
Yeah, an axe seems correct, but I don't recall.
But it's actually a hammer, now that I think on it.
I don't recall him ever getting it. Oh, wait, no, I remember the magic hammer from last episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant, like, why can't I use my axe on the lizard man?
No.
Which would have been way more fun.
Okay, let's see. There's a hidden city here I gotta find.
Huh?
Oh, okay, all right. I
Found
could
it.
swear I've been doing that the whole time. Oh, wonderful. Oh, good. This is a really strong enemy. Good. Let's.
Oh, I'm
just
sure he's a
completely
pushover.
avoid this.
Boy, he's not taking any of your shit. Did you see that?
There we
it
go.
is.
Boy, that took me so long to find as a kid.
Welcome to the village of the lizard man. Oh,
Hidden
no.
town of Kasuto.
Naruto, got it.
I'm trying to figure out who that was in the
Well,
Legend of Zelda canon.
wouldn't it be great when that lady speaks to him, you must save Hyrule? Link, like, that was the furthest thing from his mind. He was not doing this to save Hyrule. He's like, huh, I guess.
Do you have the 7 magic containers?
No,
God
do
damn
you?
it. Not yet. I cannot. The most honest NPC I've ever seen.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, what are these other people, though? The exposition police?
Yes, so.
Make sure you got the 7 magic containers.
I
Better save Hyrule.
I wonder where the other magic container is.
Make sure before you go into the dungeon that you found the fairy pool. Oh, fine. Life.
It delivers what it promises. Why I would need a heal spell in a game like this? Stop by
for a while.
Okay, so I have to find at least one more magic container to find whatever. No, wait a sec.
Oh,
I don't know. Okay, I don't know what the other lady wants because I think this is the spell.
Error? Is that you?
Come back when you are. Oh, fuck you.
What the fuck does that mean?
Sorry.
He just, like, looks Link up and down. Nah, it's fucking not ready. Look at this. I wanted the hero of time. You send me this asshole? Come back when you're ready. God.
Well, I mean, at least.
Hey, look, it's Error.
Yeah, and he is hauling ass. He's got places to be.
Oh, God, Error, you've really made an error this time. I wish people would stop calling it that.
Wait a sec. Can I fly over that?
Nope.
No. I'm thinking of Mario Brothers.
That seemed really reasonable, though, and you, like, took off with such confidence that I was like, oh, he's gonna show me a secret. No.
I really thought that was the answer, but it was not.
Boy, Error is terrified. Something really went wrong. Look at him.
No facial expression whatsoever.
Nope, just like blind panic. Look at him call for help with the 3-eye rock. He's like screaming that at the top of his lungs. Call for help with the 3-eyed rocks. Everyone's dead. They're all dead.
They I guess, were traumatized from when they fled the previous village.
Oh, there was a previous... I did not pick
Yeah, the
that...
place that was destroyed.
I did not pick that up contextually. that these people were related to that somehow.
Little baby Nick had a lot of time to piece together the lore of this game.
Oh, okay. That's
okay,
cool.
so we need a magic container, and there's probably some low-hanging fruit back here on the world map.
You know, those... As I look at these lizard sprites, they don't look angry. They kind of look annoyed
Mildly
that you're here.
Yep.
Like, look at their eyes.
They look like a Panda Express worker 10 minutes before they gotta close.
Yeah, right. And you walk in and order half the menu, and like, sir, please.
Hi, sir. Welcome to Panda Express. A place that somehow has not been deemed as culturally appropriative yet.
A bowl is 1 item. A tray is 3 items. Take your pick.
A plate. Yep. That is the weirdest menu setup I've ever seen.
No, the egg roll does not come for free with the tray. It's an extra charge of $1.79.
Like, can you believe that fried rice is the side
No, I can make
item?
some fresh without salt. Sorry, go on.
Nope, that is fine. I'll take that.
I was gonna say, I've never even worked at a Panda Express, but I can already guess what kind of shit they put up with.
I mean, I imagine you've worked at one fast food restaurant. You've worked at them all.
Yeah. For me, it was Wendy's. Come on, Chris. McDonald's. There's 2 fast food towns
McDonald's?
when I grew up. Yeah, for like a year, like a summer when I was in high school.
Well, that's about how long you should work at one.
Well,
Everyone should have to work at a McDonald's at some point in their life to appreciate
right.
having empathy for others.
Long enough to know at age 15 that it wasn't worth it.
That you weren't going to make a career out of it.
Or at least it scared me into really hoping that I didn't make a career out of it. Weirdly enough, though, not the worst job I ever had. The worst job I ever had was the summer after, where I washed dishes at a golf course.
Oh, really?
Golf course clubhouse, Chris, come on. But that was, and actually, believe it or not, that was the really ritzy one, right at the tail end of Defiance College's campus. You know the one I'm talking about?
Like Eagle Creek. Whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting to find the heart
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, okay,
it's
wait,
the one
no,
right
never
along
mind.
24 as you exit Defiance along the river.
Oh, yes, I know.
I forget what it's called
now.
even, because I probably blocked that.
It's like
somehow.
Eagle Creek or some such.
That sounds right, but I could be wrong. But in any case, the chef that was there at the time was a total dick. Oh my god.
Ooh, that doesn't sound pleasant.
No, like he was a straight up alcoholic, like, and that like wasn't my guess. He was an alcoholic, would show up to work drunk, and then make the dishwashers give him a ride home because his license got taken away.
Oh, that sounds like a barrel of monkeys.
Yep.
Oh my.
So 2 summers in a row, I worked and then immediately left the job I was in.
Did it pay well?
Better than McDonald's, but still not worth it.
Not worth the quality of life trade-off.
No.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you look up where like some of the magic containers are in the game?
Yep. Zelda 2 magic containers.
And you can do this like super awkwardly. You can like find pictures and then describe vaguely what's going on in a game that you've never really seen before. I could probably
so let's see here. The first one that I'm seeing is Cave south of the North Palace. It looks like there's a lake with a temple in the middle of it.
Let's aim for 7 and 8, because that's probably where I am at this point.
They don't number them. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Location inside a house in the hidden town of Kasudo. Conditions, magic containers number 1, 2, and 3. Link finds the final magic container in the hidden town of Kasudo. After using the hammer to uncover the hidden village, Link meets an old woman outside of one of the houses. If Link has collected the other 3 magic containers... Wait, she said 7.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Go back to the other one that was talking about Kasuto.
Well, that is. So Kasudo... So this guide
says... There's 2 Kasudos. There's like a new Kasudo and an old Kasudo. You said something about a ruined town of Kasudo?
No, hidden town of Kasudo, the one that you were just at, because it says you have to use the hammer to get into it. It says that if you have found the other 3 magic containers, which doesn't seem right, because according to her,
Wait, I
there's
think
7.
okay, wait. I think you start with 4.
Oh, okay. It says she will invite him inside where he can find the 4th.
Okay, so I'm still missing 1. So
Okay. So it says in a secret passage on Maze Island is the other one right before that. It says upon reaching Maze Island, exploring the southwestern paths will reveal a secret pit. Inside, Link will find the 3rd magic container.
Maze Island.
It's a bunch of red mountains. I think it might be where we started, and I was joking about it being a swastika.
Yes. Yes, I think you are correct.
There's a picture of it that's crystal clear, so when you get there, I'll definitely be able to tell you it.
Okay, that's cool. We can just work our way backwards.
Yeah. Okay,
We're
actually,
not
let me
terribly
click this.
far.
Maze Island. Maybe it'll show me a world map here. Nope. Just describes it.
No, I know where we need to go.
It's in the northeastern corner of Eastern Hyrule. Oh, there's the map. Okay.
Yep, we just got to work our way back through the dinozoids.
Gotcha. Hey, he's back! Get him! Rabble, 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 rabble.
What it must be like to be one of these guys, like, this is all you do all day.
There
You
he
just
is, guys!
throw
man.
chicken nuggets.
Right. We've been hitting nothing but squirrels. Now we've got Link to rabble, rabble, rabble. Rabble! Oh, shit. Eastern Hyrule. Related.
Yeah.
Western Hyrule. You don't say.
It's a part of the greater Hyrule province, I guess.
Right. The northeastern territories of Hyrule. Oh, man.
All right.
Oh, hey, so going back a little bit to game projects, Resident Evil 8 is kind of a no-brainer for Spoopy October.
A no-brainer?
No-brainer. Hi.
Sorry, there's a Neil Breen joke in there to be made, but
did you ponder any more on the possibility of revisiting Raft this summer?
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, it ain't gonna cost us anything, so
No.
that's always a plus.
And I gotta tell you, I think some of our you can't judge it in terms of views because we don't get views, but I think some of our most entertaining content might have come from Raft.
Well, we had to entertain ourselves since we spend most of the time fishing up pieces of wood and plastic.
You know, when you describe it like that, it sounds bad, but I had a lot of fun with it.
Oh no, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I was keenly aware of the forward progression of gameplay.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I had more time to like actually edit videos, I might do like a I don't know, like a Markiplier style where like every episode is just the highlights from the stream, but I don't have that kind of time, so.
Oh, this is gonna get much easier. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I would like to do some video editing too, but
All right, so this is not Maze Island. I apologize.
It's a maze. It's an island.
Well, it is a maze, but the maze that you're looking for has red mountains and orange terrain.
I mean, that's what I'm seeing.
I'm seeing, like, brown mountains and yellow terrain. It may be the same place, and maybe the screenshot that I'm looking at is just discolored. Go to the bottom left of the maze, and I'll tell you if it matches.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's the bottom right. I'm sorry.
No, that was the bottom left. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Southwestern path. Yeah, no, this is a different maze. Let me send it to you. Well, I can't send it to you in Discord because we're using Discord.
Maze Island. I'm just trying to remember what.
Okay, it's there's no world map in this game, right? Like you can't look at a map,
right?
Because if so, I could tell you exactly where it is. Okay, so let me describe it to you a little bit further. Maze Island is in the northeastern part of the overall world map of Hyrule. It appears to be connected via a long bridge
Uh-huh.
Hold on a tick. I can't zoom in any further. Well, hold on. No, this may be correct. I don't know why.
I feel like this is correct.
I don't know why in the screenshot that I was looking at it appears red. So hold on, let me go back and find the exact spot then. Okay, so you're looking for a corner of the maze where there's two paths and then it loops up and the top path connects to the bottom path.
Okay.
It's on the left side of the map and it's right by the water.
Okay.
That much I can tell you for sure. Wait, hold on. Pause where you are. Okay, it's due south of you. It's exactly south. So go down here.
Okay. I thought I remembered something like that
Make a
in
left.
this map.
Okay. It is right. Go down. Right there. Yep.
Okay. All right. That feels familiar.
Cool. We got it.
There we are.
That sets us up nicely for our next time on Play the Hits.
Oh boy, you're just waiting for that, huh?
Well, hey, we couldn't leave you hanging for an episode. Okay, but really though, like I'll send you the screenshot. It is straight up a different color than the game that you're playing right now.
Maybe, and this is just me kind of spitballing, but maybe it's like a picture from the Famicom version.
Oh, could be.
That would make some sense.
Link's tunic certainly appears to be like a deep emerald green compared to the light green, like the neon that I'm seeing on your screen. So
it just sounds like you found like a copy of the game that's in glorious ultra color.
Yeah, actually, like now that you say it that way, the colors do appear to be much more vibrant than this version of the game. So,
huh? It could be the Famicom. You got the gears in my head turning.
Yeah, I'll send this to you, and you can tell me if you find out like where it's from, because it really does, like, upon closer inspection, look like a completely different color palette was used.
Yeah, but from here it should be a pretty good straight shot to the end. We got one more palace to go through, and then one more palace to go through.
All right, Nick, next time on Play the Hits, we'll prevent the return of Ganon, or, I don't know, cause the return of Ganon and then kill him. I don't know how this was supposed to work.
Generally, you're supposed to stop Ganon from doing the thing he wants to do.
That sounds right, and next time we'll do that. See you then.